Now moving on to other Olympic sports, and the Georgia International Horse Centre was the site of one of Australia's greatest victories at these Games. As you remember, 4 years ago, Matt Ryan led our team to Olympic gold in the three-day event in Barcelona. Sadly, this time he couldn't take part in the competition, but that didn't slow our Australian team. We pick up the action on the second day.
Wendy Schaeffer's just done a lovely job through the Olympic ring. She's taken a very quick route, and the pair of them are going extremely well. Sunburst is 16 years old. Wendy, with a leg barely mended from a bad break 2 months ago, is only 21. Wendy's the one our minds are on at the minute, because this is flowing. This is looking like a little horse, and he is only little, that's really enjoying himself. They're a great combination. They've been together from Pony Club right through to the Olympic Games. It's your ultimate fairy tale, these two.
Sunburst monté par Wendy Schaeffer.
Here's Wendy at the last fence, and her time, 10:20.
It's a good time looking at the others, isn't it?
27. This is the fastest time of the day so far. She's finished on 10:30.2. She's just under half a minute faster than Blythe Tate, who went round a brilliant
She's
run
over the moon, isn't she?
First up. And into the mister, cooling them both off. But doesn't he look happy? He's an Australian horse. He's used to the heat. And let's face it, it's not that hot yet. It's not even 9 o'clock.
Well, 21 years old, and she's just gone around. They needed this coming into the cross country. They were lagging a little in the scores, but
yeah, 6th after dressage as a team, but not so far behind. We're about to show you a replay of the first major incident of the Olympic three-day event, when Ian Stark for Great Britain and Stanley Ghost come unstuck for the British team. Through the first water, watch Stanek Ghost's front legs. Makes a mistake. Doesn't manage to correct himself in time. Slips his front feet into the ditch. Tips Ian over his head. Thankfully does not follow himself. Is none the worse, and nor is Ian, but a very unusual sight to see these two adrift. So let's see how Phillip Dutton and this great 13-year-old True Blue Girdwood will go. Fence 4. As Phillip comes down now to fence 6, a wide but straightforward fence in the bottom of a little valley. You'll notice this course is twisting and turning and up and down, and although they've shortened the distance to allow for the heat and the humidity of Georgia, brought it down from a 13-minute course to a 10-minute course, it's amply made up for with these undulations. But the course itself, the fences are, I think, excellently designed, and the ground, the turf, has been nurtured for a year and is as good a ground as I've seen. He's coming into the second water, which is a very big drop in, a small fence, very big drop, and then a sharp turn to a bank up under a roof and straight out over another fence with a big drop in, and that's brilliant. Sit back, Phillip, don't go over the head, and he's taking the quick way out, straight up a bank and over a big fence. Yes.
Now, how much longer has Phillip got to go here, Lucinda?
This is Rudolph Scherer, and Phillip is probably just coming for halfway now. We haven't got a picture of him just at the minute. They go at 3-minute intervals, therefore if the course is taking 10 minutes or more, there's going to be at least 3 horses on the course at the same time, and the cameras pop from one to the other, so somehow you'll have to keep with me. And when we recognize Phillip, which it looks like they've got down there in their heli-telly, now he's coming, you can see the Olympic rings. This is where Wendy took a very sneaky route through and just did a single fence. Now what's Phillip going to do? The same thing. Yes, exactly the same. The Australians are firing. They've got their noses towards the gold medal. Karen O'Connor down there on Beco for the United States, first to go. An excellent dressage which helped put the American team well into the lead after the dressage. You remember, Australia was only 6th after the first test, the dressage. Karen and this horse have been 3rd at Badminton last year. A very good combination, but a great big horse, about 18.2, and Karen's only about 5'3". Big drop into the water and onto the bridge. And not off the bridge. Now that is serious stuff. That's 20 penalties and the attendant time faults it takes to have to retake the fence. That possibly is the start of the rot for the American gold medal bid. See what really happened. Watch him appear to jump on very well, but then all of a sudden he doesn't jump off, but Karen jolly nearly does. And number 2 to go for New Zealand, with a lovely round from Blythe, Tate and Chesterfield as the leading round. Now it's Andrew Nicholson, one of the greatest cross-country riders in the world, and Jägermeister, not a particularly experienced horse and a very difficult horse to ride, very strong in the hand. And there you see it. He just appears to sort of just ignore everything and just tumble onto the bridge, and Andrew does well to push himself back in the saddle and leave himself with only 20 penalties for a stop and not 60 for a fall. Reapproaches it in another easier but a route that has taken longer. But this is interesting now. We have New Zealand, one good clear round, but now this very, very experienced rider with a stop. Let's have a look at it again. See him pulling at Andrew's hand, and he just trips up there, kneels down, stands back up. Andrew inevitably still in the plate. Just about anybody else would have fallen off there, but Andrew's made of glue. Coming up now for the first big test on the course, where you've seen all sorts of problems. It's a combination of 3 different fences. The first, which you'll not be able to sight particularly well, it's an enormous open ditch, which then puts them off a bit for what follows. And now we see from Heli Telly, Jill, is she in the Indian encampment? Yes, she's done it, she's through it. The difficult fence I was going to describe to you, we haven't been able to see, but she's through it and over the next one, which is a more straightforward fence. The twists and the turns are making up for the shorter course, taking their toll of the energy. This is the water where Ian Stark fell.
Hard for the horse to get any momentum too, as you were saying.
But not any problem for Jill, as you say. No momentum able to be got there. It's the way the course is flagged. You have to twist and turn, but she's got a beautiful job out of that water, which is where the dressage leader, Ian Stark and Stanek Ghost, fell over, although they completed safely the course. Oh, that's a big jump. There's an oxer of brushes with a bullfinch bit sticking out the top, and he is flying. May not look as fast as Phillip, Dutton and Wendy Schaeffer.
We had a problem here.
She's fallen on the flat.
She's
done
fallen.
What David Green did in Barcelona and slipped on the corner.
Well, that's a disaster for Gillian.
And a beautiful job she'd made of that fence, only to slip on the turn. If we watch very carefully, we see her coming through the trees and just misses her footing on the turn. It can happen to anybody at any time, and it's the worst fall.
But she's back up.
Fall, yeah, but I don't think she's too good. She looked as if she was staggering a bit, and this horse needs a lot of riding. He needs every bit of you around him. And Jill into the water. Now she's got her work cut out. A big fence, Normandy Bank, up under a roof. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's got problems.
And she's
down
gone
again
into the water. I mean, poor girl. She's not feeling too good at the best of times, and now she's had another one.
Very unhappy time for Gillian. As I say, she came in at the last moment to fill in for Matt Ryan, and
everything was going so well, but that fall on the flat has set them back, and she needed here to be really urging him, and he just misses his footing, and again just tries so hard, but nobody could stay on that. She is bounced out of the saddle by an incredibly brave jump by Peppermint Grove, but something that nobody could stay on.
She's back on. Is she going to continue?
Yeah, she's a brave girl.
She is going.
Australian.
That's 2 falls, and she's back up. She's showing a lot of courage. She has a lot of guts in this ride. Gillian's still hanging on, and
she's nearly there. She's one more to go. My goodness, what a brave effort. Survival's the name of the game. When it doesn't go exactly as you want it, you've just got to keep on trucking. And look at that horse, isn't he jumping? There's no way he's feeling his 15 years of age or the 4 miles of cross-country course in a hot Georgia park. He's in great shape. And I think Jill is going to be as sore as anything. Great job. And so, Vicky Latter, third to go for New Zealand. This is a very important round as she comes into fence 7, a huge open ditch. Broadcast news, 13 years old, beautiful round at Badminton this year. Aye, but he's in all sorts of trouble at the Indian camp bounce. Goodness me, I'm surprised Vicky's got up after that so quickly. Watch this, he comes off a bit of a long stride, and then suddenly sees the other element, which I don't think he'd seen before, and says, wait, hang on, Mum, I haven't worked that one out yet. And goodness, they can stop quickly if they want, and he's none the worse, but I would think Vicky's feeling a little bit sorry for herself. This is bad news for New Zealand, because they're going to have to use the score of Andrew Nicholson now. And with Jill Rolton's round, which was rather full of penalties with a fall and a stop and not so fast a time, Andrew's now got to turn in a round like Trailblazer, Wendy Schaeffer and Sunburst, and the one that followed her, Phillip, Dutton and True Blue Girdwood. Theirs were the two fastest rounds of the day. Andrew and the young 10-year-old Darian Powers, acclaimed across country at Badminton this year as acclaimed across country as the best horse that was seen in May this year at Badminton. If he can pull that form out again, let's remember Stanek Ghost and Ian Stark didn't. He looked pretty good across country at Badminton, didn't look at all good round here, although he got home, he had a fall and a stop. Then Andrew could put the Australians right into that gold medal position to defend what they won in Barcelona 4 years ago. Darian Powers, the penultimate fence. How's his time? They'll show us the clock in the corner of the screen in any moment. This 10-year-old still with his years
done well.
And he's brilliant.
He's done very well.
He's a little bit faster than Phillip Dutton, just a few seconds. It's 3 fantastic rounds.
Well, the Australians came into this sitting at about 6th position. They've come out with the intention of just blowing the other teams away. They've said, we're defending the gold medal, you take it off us.
And so it all rests on the last to go for America, 21-year-old Jill Henneberg and Nirvana. She put in the fastest round in Kentucky in the trial in May. If she can do it again, she can get very, very close to the Australian team that have put in 3 superb rounds. Oh my goodness, it's the water again. It's the same fence that began the nail in the coffin for New Zealand, gave Karen O'Connor of the American team a stop, and now has wrecked the chances of the American team coming near and threateningly near to the Australians.